still talking about the myth of the alpha male hierarchy. Um, into talking about that, into going into that, um, I need to show, at least this is what I think I need to show, that if the alpha male hierarchy is a myth, or is, at least in a concept that is a construct that is incorrect in its application to human beings, and that concept, that construct, has been applied to human beings, applied to our dynamics, our human social dynamics, to actually weaken the natural tendencies of the human being that will allow us to achieve balance. If you have male, female, and each of us have a purpose and a function, and if we are able to execute that function, in the execution of that function, we then could bring about balance with each other. And if we do it with each other, then we're able to bring it about in our society, in our communities. And there's an imbalance in our society. There's an imbalance among what we call men and women. There's an imbalance there. And that imbalance, to me, is a part of the system that is in itself the main construct. I don't really like calling the system a construct, because the system creates constructs. But the system of male dominance, I call it the male system. The male system is in of itself the beginning of all of the imbalances in our society. If there's an imbalance in justice, if there's an imbalance in equality, if there's an imbalance in freedom, if there's an imbalance in love, if there's an imbalance in how we treat each other, if there's an imbalance in how we interact with each other, if there's an imbalance in our communication with each other, if there's an imbalance, the male system is at the root of that imbalance. So what it has done is, inside of that imbalance, or those imbalances, there has to be something that is basically a control. There are different controls that have to be a part of the male system. And we don't see it that way, particularly since the male system was here before any of us who are on the planet today. We come into the world a part of this system, a part of these constructs, and we're given constructs, and then we actually create some of them, but it's still based on the male system, the system of male dominance. And so, as we go forward in our lives, we notice that there may be some imbalances, but we try to balance them based on a system that is meant to continue the imbalance.